I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all saw the title, so y'all know we're here to talk about possible trades for the Bucks this offseason. There's been a couple reports of different people that they think the Bucks should target. It's a lot of what we've been saying. Obviously, we're the source of a lot of news. They won't give us our credit, Bucks Nation, but we are ground zero for Bucks news. Let's keep it real. And even our Celtics takes. Now when we started saying like when this Eastern Conference Finals first started, that we don't know how good the Celtics are. They haven't been tested. Everybody they played have been injured. Now, lo and behold, the big media outlets are now coming with the same spiel. We are the originators, though. Salute the Bucks Nation. We are the originators. We're always first with the information, per usual. But before we get into today's topic, let's shout out who's in the building. If you haven't already, as you come in here, please hit the like button. Helps other people find the content. I see the queens of the chat are in here early. Salute to Janet MOC. Salute to Cynthia. Gibson Nicholas, I see you in the house. What's good? Shout out to the Bahamas. Right off the rip. Cynthia, thank you. Said hit that like button. Please do. Appreciate you. It's for the free 99. Last Ghostwriter, what's good? My boy Jeff, I won't forget, from the OC. Salute, Jeff. Patrice, another one of the queens of the chat, what's good? Mr. Washington, what's good? My man Mac Jerry TV, what's good? Salute to everybody in the chat. What's good? To your number one source for Bucks news and the number one chat on YouTube. Salute to the people. Let's get into business here. What we came here to talk about. If you saw on the community tab, this topic sparked a lot of conversation. Mr. Cool came out the gates. Shout out to Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool was one of the first people to comment. Said like these are all losing players. Maybe Mr. Cool, they need to be in a winning culture. That might help them. But Mr. Cool, you was funny for that. Right off the rip, Mr. Cool came with the smoke. Salute to the legend, Mr. Cool. So, like I said in the community tab, just because of all the back and forth that was happening in the comment section, I was like, whatever, let's just go live. It ain't no games on today. Minnesota wanted to show some heart and go ahead and beat the Mavericks. They actually should be up in this series, which is crazy, kind of like Indiana, but they did muster up not to get swept. So I'm like, hey, let's just go live. Let's talk about some of the rumors that's going with the Bucks. All right, let's get into it. Then we'll get into the comment section. So this is from Dairyland Express. 4 players that the Bucks should target. Let's go through this list. One person that's on everyone's list for us to target is Alex Caruso. So Bucks Nation, let me know how y'all feel about Alex Caruso. I appreciate his defense. He can shoot. He's got some dog in him, but his injury history and he's 30 does give me a pause on Alex Caruso. He is often injured, but definitely impact player when he's on the court. I would say that he's a better version of Pat Beverly. Let me know if y'all agree with that. That I think Alex Caruso is a more athletic version of like a Pat Beverly. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Now, next on the list, DeJounte Murray, who's everyone's favorite, who Bucks have been clamoring for ever since we were talking about DeJounte Murray in the offseason. Let's be clear. We were talking about trading him for Middleton in the offseason. Could you imagine if we did that? Though I do know some Bucks faithful would not agree with trading Middleton, but if we're looking at the landscape of the NBA and trying to win, that's a move that I would make. If we have a way of moving Middleton to get DeJounte Murray, we should do that ASAP. Now, the negative with that is DeJounte Murray's a little smaller player, so we lose a little bit of size. and we'd have to replace that. But I think with the upside, we would have one of the best backcourts in the NBA. We'd have a top four backcourt in the NBA if you had Dame and DeJounte Murray, and I think that they would mesh well together. And DeJounte is a hard-nosed defender, and he does have the ability to make big shots. He's shown this year, and he can get buckets. He's a very well-rounded and balanced player. He came out of the realm of the San Antonio Spurs, so you already know he's going to be well coached, similar to Derek White. Once you come out that Spurs system, you're a very fundamentally sound player, and I think DeJounte Murray fit the mold perfectly for what we need. I know that would come at a little bit steeper of a price. That would probably be Middleton and some picks versus Caruso. That might be a little bit trade that's easier to digest, in my opinion. But I think out of everyone that's been mentioned that we'll go through, DeJounte Murray is by far my favorite. But I know that would probably come at a heavy price, especially how he's played this year. And he's only making $25 million a year. He's making $2 more million than Brook Lopez. So put that in perspective. Andrew Wiggins. I don't know why people want us to trade for Andrew Wiggins. I don't mess with people when they're mentally fragile because you don't know what they're capable of. So no, Andrew Wiggins to me is a hard no. Yes, he's a wing defender. Yes, he can create his own shot. Yeah, he can do all that stuff, but he hasn't done it this whole year, and most of the end and for the end of last year as well for the Golden State Warriors. I don't want to take that chance on his salary. Absolutely not. I mean, he finished with 13 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and his contract is $27 million a year. Hard pass. Why would I say that? Bobby Portis puts up better numbers than Andrew Wiggins. Why would I trade for Andrew Wiggins when I've got somebody that's putting up the same numbers at literally a fraction of the cost? So to me, I get it why they would say that, and they're probably like, "Oh, the new scenery." Nah. When you're broken like that and been through what he's been through, that takes time, or that might take years to recover from what he went through. There's no way I want that whatever he got going on in the Bucks locker room. So I think that this dude is a hard pass for sure. Now this is an interesting one because a lot of people brought up Kyle Kuzma, and I've actually brought him up in the past, but in the community section today, Kyle Kuzma was up there right next to DeJounte Murray, and I think Kyle Kuzma would be a easier sell trade wise as well. I think he would fit. I know he hasn't come from a winning culture, but I do think if you put him there, that he would play adequately. And Kyle Kuzma has game. He can hit big shots. I think he just needs to be in an environment to thrive. I'm not against Kyle Kuzma, and he's a bigger wing. I think he's like 6'8", 6'9", can handle the ball. I think that he will also be an excellent option, depending on what we have to give up. Now, to me, if we're going to get like a Kyle Kuzma or DeJounte Murray, even a Wiggins, that's going to mean that we're either getting rid of Lopez or Middleton, period. We have to know that going in, which means that if we're going to do something like that, we would have to address the fallout in the draft. And y'all see now that all these other people are talking about Kel Ware. When we started talking about Kel Ware, I just want to put that out there. We might not be getting the thousands of views that we should get, but the right people watch the podcast. Salute to them. So let me just check the comment section, and I'm gonna go back and go through everybody's comment. But let's just talk about this real quick and let's see what y'all talking about. What up, Stacy? I see you in the chat. VB Sleek, King Temp, I see you. The legend, Mr. Cool, is with us tonight. Yes, sir. Robert Brooks is in the house. Dark Kent is in the building. I think Kuzma like 28 or something like that. He not, yeah, 28. Yeah, 28. So he's about the same age as Giannis. So let's see what y'all talking about in the comment section. But I think, to me, the only plausible people are Kyle Kuzma and DeJounte Murray. Then there was another one that I saw that I thought was interesting too. And they're addressing what we say the Bucks need: consistent 3-point shooting, athletic wing defenders, and this is off clutchpoints.com, and a center who can defend the pick and roll. This is everything we've been talking about. Everything we've been talking about, almost verbatim what we've been saying, literally. Man, we the smartest people on the internet. So let's look at these. Now, I think these are a little bit more feasible trade where it wouldn't be a big blockbuster getting rid of people, but people that could help. But give me your opinion, Bucks Nation, and let's be honest about some of these because they are more realistic trade scenarios that wouldn't impact us as much. So we have first on the list, Matisse Thybulle, who is a great defender, but he is getting a little long in the tooth, and he's not the greatest shooter. I mean, he shoot 35% from deep over the last 2 years, but I don't trust him offensively. He would definitely be able to defend, but it would hurt us on the offensive end. But I definitely think he's an option as far as a defensive person. Bruce Brown is very intriguing. Very intriguing because he's an outstanding role player. Now, the problem is, as a role player getting $22 million, and they're looking for a first-round pick and a solid young player out of a potential trade. I do think Bruce Brown could help, but the numbers would have to make sense, especially with the second apron. But I do think Bruce Brown is a great option. He's definitely a fire starter off the bench, defender, rebounder, scrappy guy. I definitely think I wouldn't be against Bruce Brown. And then again, Alex Caruso on another list. Okay, let's get into it, Bucks Nation. Would y'all want Alex Caruso? And if you would take Alex Caruso, who would you be willing to give up? Especially at his affordable rate, he's only getting $9.8 million a year, which means teams will probably want picks. Because whoever's going to match up with the salary, they're not going to get equal value. That's my problem with Caruso. Just due to his salary, how do you make that work and feel like they won as well? And I mean, we would probably have to give up our first round pick this year, which I wouldn't want to do because I really do want us to get a big man. If it's Edey, Ware, the Missy dude y'all was talking about, I'm probably saying his name wrong, but y'all can let me know in the chat. I would prefer to do that. But if there's a way that we can swing and get Alex Caruso for not too much bread, I would be on that. I think Alex Caruso would be immediate impact if he's healthy. If he's healthy, I think he would be an immediate impact. So these are some of the players that I want us to discuss. And as we're going through it, I'm going to put the link in the chat. But first, let's go through some of y'all comments about this topic. And then we'll open up the lines here so y'all can tap in. Let's just go through some of the comments. I see the queens in the chat in here early chiming in. I like it. I like it. Janet MOC early saying salutations to Bucks Nation. What's good, Janet MOC? Cynthia saying Bucks Nation. Absolutely. Absolutely. My boy Gibson Nicholas says salute to Amber Love and respect to Bucks Nation. Absolutely, my friend. Last Ghost Rider in the house said as long as we get rid of the senior citizen gang. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you. Jeff Raleigh said, I said, yo, Bucks Nation. I said, yo, what's good, Jeff? Patrice Goldberg said, what up, Bucks Nation? What's good, Patrice? Uh-oh, Cynthia about to go in. Yes, Les Lies, Lopez, Middleton, Crowder, and throw in BP. They need to go expeditiously. Oh, Cynthia early. Cynthia early. She didn't even wait this time. She came right out the gate. Gunning. Salute to Cynthia. She consistent. Cynthia knows. Oh my God, Cynthia. Salute. Mr. Watch said, good evening, fellas and Buckettes. Absolutely. What's good? What's good? Mac Jerry TV says, salute to the chat. Amber Bucks Nation, salute. Gibson Nicholas and Amber, love the introduction beat. It sounds dope. Appreciate you. You already know what time it is on the beats. You already know Amtrak's beats by the pound. Hey, that man's a wizard. That man's a wizard. Yeah, I try to come with the chill, kind of smooth. I guess you would call it chill and relax beats. So that's what we going with. Amtrak, salute. Stacy said, salute kings and queens of the chat. Listen to Cynthia Bucks Nation. We always listen to Cynthia. Hey, King Tip said John Horse watching this on the burner page. Absolutely. They watching us. How can you not? We're the most electrifying podcast on the internet, not just YouTube, on the internet. They better watch. Robert Brooks said Kuzma won a championship, Mr. Cool. That is valid. That is valid. Okay. So Jeff Riley said Kuzma no. Why don't you like Kuzma, Jeff? Mac Jerry said he's a better version of Pat C. And I'm assuming you talk about Alex Caruso. If so, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Cynthia said Caruso no. Kuzma maybe play better with Giannis today. I think he would play better. And he'll get a lot more open shots. I think he would play better. Yeah, Jeff, that's what I heard too. Chicago want the house for him. Chicago takes less than Caruso is okay. Yeah. That's the reason though they want the house, because his contract is so economical for what he does. He's like a Bobby Portis. So they're going to want a lot of picks in return and stuff like that. That's my only concern with the Bulls trade. Oh, hey, Cynthia is funny because I knew she was going to have to isolate Middleton at some point. I knew she was going to have to isolate Middleton. Cynthia want to shoot the fade with Chris Middleton. Cynthia want to shoot the fade. Mr. Cool said Middleton is way better player, proven player than Murray. Middleton doesn't play that much, Mr. Cool. Let's keep it real. That man his body is made out of pipe cleaners. Give me Murray. Give me Murray. I'm going with the youth. Give me Murray. That's the problem, Mr. Cool. You be believing in some of these old players way too much. Like Middleton played well in the playoffs. I get that. But his lack of availability is a direct correlation to why Giannis is hurt, because he has to do more to carry this team, because this my guy Middleton can't play in back-to-backs. He can't play if Dragon Ball Z isn't on TV. Like, it's just all types of stipulations for him to be able to play. So no, give me DeJounte Murray just on the strength of availability. Mr. Cool, give me DeJounte Murray. Middleton isn't available, and he's getting less athletic by the day. Robert Brooks said, "I'll trade Brook for Kuzma, then Middleton and future pick for DeJounte Murray. As for Caruso, the Bulls will try to strip us of all our picks for him, and that's not worth." That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Mr. Cool told Cynthia Lee Middleton. That'll never happen. They got beef forever. They Bloods and Crips. They oil and water. It ain't gonna happen, Mr. Cool. It's too consistent. The hatred is too deep. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, Janet MOC said, damn, and Caps, no to Caruso. I'm tired of players being in the street clothes more than on the court. That was my problem with Caruso too, though, Janet. That was my problem too. Is his availability? Is he going to be available? But when he's available, he's good player, just like Middleton. Janet said no to Wiggins. Wiggins is a hard pass. Jeff said Murray, definitely yes. Wiggins, Wiggins, I don't even know why that's an option. Wiggins is done. Wiggins should retire, or I don't know, man. He need to move out of the country and just start over, because like what happened to dude, I wouldn't want any man to go through. Like, that's crazy. I wish for him to be able to get through the mental hurdles and what he's going through to get past that situation. But what he is allegedly going through is crazy. Like, that's crazy. I don't even know how to respond to something like that. That's unfortunate. Peace and blessings to Andrew Wiggins to try to get your life back, bro. Mac Jerry TV said, I won't mind taking a look at Kevin Porter Jr. since he's trying to come back to the league and sign him for the low. use him off the bench. I'm not against that either. I get it, but the act was so heinous, and we're in Wisconsin. Pretty much damn near a red state, if not a red. Yeah, I can't see it. PG, appreciate you subscribing. Salute. Dark Kent said, isn't Drummond from the Bulls available in the offseason? Will he be a good replacement for Lopez? He would be good coming off the bench, but the problem with Drummond is he doesn't really have any offensive skill set. And the reason that the Bucks like Lopez, because Lopez stretches the floor and he doesn't clog up the paint for Giannis. So that would be two people in the paint that need to be in the paint kind of to be effective. But I do like Andre Drummond. If we can pick him up for the low, I won't mind him coming off the bench. I won't mind it at all. Mr. Washington said, whether we like it or not, league is getting younger. Cats are 32-year-old looking like 52 against you. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh, we got my man, the legend, in the chat as well. Let me get to my man, Super Chat. I appreciate you tapping in. Y'all know who this man is. 78 Sports TV, the legend, the LDBC General. What up? What up? Appreciate you tapping in, bro, with the $4.99 Super Chat. Salute Bucks Nation. I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna be a little salty if Jrue win a title. Yeah, I would be salty too, but it ain't gonna happen. Don't even worry about it, 78. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. This is gonna be the Kyrie revenge tour. It ain't gonna happen. Nah. You know why it's not gonna happen? They've been too lucky. You know what this remind me of? Is the 49ers getting all the way to the Super Bowl. All of this lucky stuff was happening to allow them to go to the Super Bowl, right? And then when they went to the Super Bowl, they luck ran out, and Brock Purdy was out there looking like tap water, which he's always been, but he was finally exposed as being a true game manager. Now, why do I say that? Because I feel that is the same plight that will happen to the Boston Celtics. You were able to have it your way getting to the finals. Every possible thing that could go your way went your way. Bad calls, teams being injured, everything went your way where you were not even challenged to get to the finals. How would that... The universe won't allow nothing like that to happen. How are you going to just cakewalk and win a championship where Dallas or Minnesota, whoever win that series, had to battle all these healthy, battle-tested teams, former champions, and all types of stuff, and then they lose to some team that had a cakewalk? That's not how it works. I'm just telling y'all for real. It's not going to happen. I promise you. That's not how the universe works. You can't just get a cakewalk to the finals and then win when you had to go through no struggle. You have to go through something to get to something. That is a slogan I use a lot. You have to go through something to get to something. In order to get to the championship, the Mavs have gone through something. They've gone through some great teams to get to the finals. Hey, the Celtics is out there beating teams like their G League teams. Hell, Indiana beat us. We was a Milwaukee Herd at the time. So no, they won't win a championship. No worries, 78. That's not how the universe works. They will not be rewarded. PG said trading Brook first priority if he has suitors. Yes, sir. Or ma'am, I'm not sure. But what up? Trade the Travel said Tybalt already said he doesn't want to play for Doc Rivers again. I guess that's off the list. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. You a first timer, bro? Salute. I don't know if I seen you in the chat before. Salute. Tony Tone, what's good, bro? Let me ride up here into some of these comments and get to the rest of the people, aka Bucks Nation. Appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't already, hit the like button. Let other people find the content. I see our op in here. Early. No strays ENT. Our favorite op said Bucks best shot at soft rebuild of drafting Bronny James and praying LeBron comes to Milwaukee in free agency. Why would you say something like that on this podcast, sir? Why would you even say something like that? No strays. Why would you say that? You are what? Bronny James, LeBron. LeBron James is already he will never come to Milwaukee, even if we drafted Bronny James. You know why? He's in fear of number 34. Because number 34 don't play nice. LeBron don't like 34. Why would I say that? Look at how many games, even if you go back, whatever teams that LeBron has played for since 34 has came to his apex. He's played half of the games, maybe. Oh, he had an injury. Oh, he couldn't play back-to-back. Load management. He fears 34. Believe me, I know that. I see the look. I know a coward when I see one. He fears 34 because he knows 34 is looking for him when they're on the court. He is. And LeBron can't handle the pressure. Look at his career. He always choked when the pressure get on, or somebody else got to save his life. 34 saves his own life. He ain't waiting for nobody hitting no big shot. I'll just score 50. We'll end it here. I'll just do it. That's the difference. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 34 catches bodies. LeBron doesn't. Other people do. He's only an accessory. LeBron James. What? Are you kidding me? Dark Kent said I could dig Bruce Brown. Yeah, Bruce Brown would be solid. Bruce Brown would be he would be solid at my, but that pay $22 million, I don't know. My man Tony Jackson said Middleton can at least create his own shot. The thing about it is we can't make too much movement in the offseason, but we need to play the young guys. And if we get anybody, we need to get Aaron Naismith. Interesting perspective, Tony Jackson, on the Aaron Naismith. He's a solid player. Definitely solid. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I think we'll be able to make a better moves than Bucks Nation thinks. You got to understand, Bucks Nation, what we got at stake here this upcoming season. Will this Dame and Giannis thing be a failure? Is Doc Rivers a failure? Has John Horst mortgaged our future for the previous championship we won? Can he fix it? There's a lot of pressure on this team and coaching and management going into next season. They are not going to just run it back. Trust me, there's too much pressure on the line for them to run it back. So that's one thing I'm not worried about, is us running it back. That will not happen. I guarantee you that. There will be major changes and overhaul. You're already seeing major overhaul with coaching changes. Like with the assistant coaches we got, those are people that have been around for years. But Doc was like, no. I gotta, hey, my legacy on the line. I'm getting rid of all the dead weight. He cut 3 coats. So obviously Doc knows what's at stake. They're gonna have a full offseason together. I need to see some consistency from this team and being fundamentally sound, and we'll be good. But don't y'all worry, it will be some moves made. I guarantee you. There will definitely be some moves made. King Tim said, I'm so glad the majority of us want Brooke gone. Giannis and Dame are too good of players to not be in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2025. Facts. Great comment, King Tim. Great comment. Let's get through here. Now I'm going to open up the lines. Let me put the link in the chat, too. I've been playing too long. Hold on. Let me put the link in the chat. All right, put the link in the chat for anybody that want to join. I'm going to keep going through these comments. Mr. Cool. No, we're not. Mr. Cool always trying to come with some old people stuff. At Mr. Cool, Mike Conley 30 said, yes, he's old. Yes, he's old. He's an old dude around a whole bunch of young cats. We're an old team. We're a whole bunch of old cats around a whole bunch of old cats. That's the difference. Mr. Cool, stay protecting the AARP player. Salute to Mr. Cool. He's consistent as well. Salute to him. Eli Harris said Middleton better than Murray. Okay. I respect your opinion. I would not go for that, but I respect your opinion. Janet MOC Squad said Jrue has something to prove to Milwaukee. It's his get back for tour after trading him. Yeah, I get it, but the thing is, he's playing in a different capacity, Janet MOC. Why I'm saying that is because when he was here, he was expected to be a starter and play like a star. So there was a different amount of pressure on Jrue Holiday. Where now he's on a team, he's an accessory. He's a role player. There's a lot less pressure and a lot less eyes on you when you're a role player. You can just focus on making a few plays a game and being cool. Do you think that Bucks Nation would have been acceptable of Jrue Holiday averaging 12 and a half points a game for the Milwaukee Bucks? Would that have been acceptable? And if he was that cold, he would be more of an impact player. Let's be real. If we're looking at the hierarchy of the Boston Celtics, we got Jaylen Brown number 1. We got Tatum number 2. We got Porzingis or Derek White 3 and 4, and then you have Jrue Holiday 5. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? There's a whole now if he was playing starter minutes and was asked to score 20 points a game like he did here, he wouldn't be able to do that. That's the difference. He is a role player right now. Let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen. Role player. Bucks starter. Now role player. Less pressure. So it's a difference. Like I said, he Commissioner Gordon over there. You got Tatum and Brown, Batman, Robin. You got you got Commissioner Gordon. You got all that stuff before you get to Jrue Holiday. Like, come on, man. Alfred. Like, what are we talking about? Jrue's in a completely you know what he is? He's a bus rider. Jrue Holiday in his current situation is a bus rider. And when he was with the Bucks, he might not have been the driver, but he was right next to the driver. Like the driver in training or something like that. The one when he was driving the yellow bus, it'd be the little trainer right in the first seat right behind him. That's what Jrue was doing. Nah, he at the back of the bus. So it don't hit the same. It don't hit the same. Let's be clear. That's like you get it was a female you was trying to get at in high school and she just wasn't paying you attention like that. But then you get at her later on in life where she's slightly washed, you get her number, it don't feel the same because it wasn't when she was in her prime. Same type of stuff is happening here. Yeah, it's cool, but you're not what you once were. You feel me? That's all I had to say. Let me tap in the people. My bad. I see I got my man Gibson then tapped in. Salute to the Bahamas. Hey, Bleach Report boss, I can't see you. What's up with your screen? All right, there you go. Let me tap y'all in. Hold on. Let me tap y'all in. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 What's good, gentlemen?
What's up?
So y'all saw what we've been talking about today, and y'all
Salute.
saw all the hoopla going on in the community tab. People was going at it over players. That's why we live here today. Like I said, it was just so much engagement. I was like, let's just talk about it, see how y'all really feel about some of these players and why y'all are so adamant about certain players versus certain players. So first, salute to my man Gibson. Salute to the Bleach Report
Salute.
boss. Please give us the intro, Gibson, and then tell me how you feel about some of the players we mentioned. But first, we got to get the intro.
Love and respect. Blessings to Bucks Nation. To everyone in the chat. Salute to Amber for the wonderful podcast. Salute to Daniel,
Appreciate
who always give us with the Bleacher Report.
you.
Salute and
Right,
greetings to
exactly.
everyone else in. Right, so Amber, I'll go in this because I couldn't be in live the next night you was on. I missed that one, but I listened to the comments and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Boston had the easiest path. We talk about it to work yesterday and all day yesterday. Boston had the easiest run to the finals in NBA history.
In
You don't want to
history,
hear
bro.
nothing. History and history and history. That was a cakewalk. So I
Right.
look at all
That's
of
why they
that.
can't win the championship.
I look at all of that. I look at all of that as motivation to fuel the Bucks fire for next season to come out and to come out prepared and make a statement out of them to put them on notice. The same thing with Indiana to put them on notice. Now with the Kuzma situation, I would love for Milwaukee to get Kyle Kuzma, Middleton, and Brook Lopez. Without disrespect, we thank you for what you did for the Bucks organization. I think the door is time for you to hit the door. Giannis need a consistent running mate to be on the side of him with to play back-to-back games where they ain't gonna play one night in the next night off. Then you coming? No, no, no. We don't need that. We have to start this thing right. Coming in the next season, John Horst. We know what you need to do. I ain't gotta say it twice. I ain't gotta say it 4 times. You know what you need to do. If it's time to trade
He's
Middleton, I
cooking.
wanna
He's cooking, ladies and
Kuzma.
gentlemen. Hit the like button. He's cooking from the
We
Bahamas.
have to do that. We have to, and we need to draft that center from Indiana.
I'm
We need
scared.
to try
Hey,
to get him.
Gibson. I'm scared about the center now. After we started talking about him, you see other outlets are starting to be like, "Hey, am I lying? Hey, I'm not just trying to
And
talk crazy."
we on way more than me was talking about. It was like, man, yeah, that weird guy. I'm like, we're talking about this guy for weeks.
We's with bro. All I'm saying is I will continue to say this because I in my heart feel it's true. We are not the biggest podcast, but I feel like we have an impact. I will just say
Right.
that and salute. I will just say that. We're not the biggest, but we have an impact. All I'm gonna say is the stuff that we talk about it first before everybody else does. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all take it how y'all want, but the truth, hey, you know what's so funny is the proof is in the pudding. We have the video footage. You can just go back and
Yep.
watch. The footage is all
Yep.
there. The footage is all there.
So
What we talking about? That's all I want to say.
so
Carry on, Gibson.
so Amber, what I would like to see John Horst do, I would like to see him be more active. When I mean active on the scouting, the drafting the player, you don't just go and draft any player to put on this team. No, we have to sit down, Box Nation, look at the two exit disappointment what we have. We have to sit down and ask ourselves what question with you and your crew, John, or sit down and say, guys, help me out here. How could we better this team so
Right.
into next season so we could go full form, fully fair. Now have a meeting with Doc Rivers and say, Doc, I understand you took over the team mid-season late, but you have to play the young guys. Look at what Indiana did to us. They beat us with their young guys. Yes, we have to improve the team. The team need to improve. But those two guys I call, they have to go. Middleton, yes, we understand him and Giannis is close. We cannot go by what Giannis' opinion. We have to go what is best interest for the team and the
Hey, y'all.
organization.
Gibson just said that Giannis got to give Chris Middleton that G Money treatment. That Nino Brown
Yeah,
G
so
Money trivia. He said he gotta let him go, bro. He gotta let him go,
so
Gibson. Shout out to New Jack
I'm
City if y'all remember that reference. If y'all understand, am I
I'm
my brother's keeper? But go ahead, Gibson.
I'm but we have to look at that. Those two playoff losses we lose, that could have been more banners we hang in Pfizer form. But we want to be friends, our family on the team. No, we can't do that. We here to win, to keep the organization going, to bring
That's a
more
good one.
championship to the team so the team could be more recognized, that free agents could have a desire to come and say, I am going down to Wisconsin to sign and play with those guys because they got hot. That's what we need on this team. So, John Horst, you need to do what you got to do as a GM. Take a page of the Bob Myers playbook and learn from that. Learn the draft proper place with the health development of the team. So in the future, when Giannis go, your foundation then build. Your foundation then build. You could continue building on that and continue building on that until the team get where it wants to get. Not bringing new citizen players. You trading out all the picks. You trade those players on draft night, and when they come
Within
out to
his
be
bag.
superstars, they blossom into superstars.
Gibson
Then you can
has
say,
his
you know
apron
what?
on.
If we know I should have drafted that player, look at all these good players would turn out to be stars. So John Horst, I give you a chance, but this is your last chance. And if you don't make a move with Presley, I gonna go buy my ticket. I am coming down to Wisconsin. I don't know if
Get
I
it,
have to take
Gibson.
two, three,
This
four.
man is in his bag. But I want to address something real quick here. We got to get the No Strays super chat, and then I want you to give your take, Bleach Report ball. But I saw this from PG, but I think that this would be kind of steep. Mo Wagner from the Orlando. I think he's a solid player, but that was a good one, PG. But I think he's going to garner a lot of interest. But yes, he would definitely help. Yep. Mo Wagner would definitely help. Now let me get to. I gotta get to our favorite op first. Hold on. And then I gotta get to our favorite op. No Strays said, appreciate the $4.99 super chat from our favorite op. Basketball is not all about offense. Jrue is the first option on defense. The Celtics, maybe he'll come out visit Milwaukee with the trophy this summer. Relax, bro. Oh, bro, that's not.
So maybe get Jrue.
Jrue is a, but my thing is, you still haven't redacted what I said, right?
Don't do it.
Daniel, you got on the wigs. You got on.
Say it.
We gotta teach him how to squabble. We gotta teach him. Hey, No Strays. You gotta understand, No Strays. Nothing I said you can say was a lie, though. Jrue is a role player. That's all I'm saying. And it was more expected from Jrue when he was in a Bucks uniform versus what's expected from him in a Celtics uniform. Again, I will comment, No Strays. 12.5 points, it would not be acceptable in a Bucks uniform. That's acceptable with the Celtics because he is a role player. That's all I'm saying. When he was here, he was averaging like 19 and 9. With y'all, he averaging like 12 and 6. A big difference. Big difference. That's all we're saying. He's an accessory. He's an accessory. You got a Mercedes-Benz and you put 40, and he's 4 Giottos. The Benz was already hard. Now you put the shoes on, so just putting it over the top. That's it. He's rims on a dope car. That's all Jrue is right now at this stage in his career. He's rims on a dope car. And maybe one of the rims got a little bit of curb rash. How about that? Now, tell me I'm lying. Bleacher Report, boss, tell me how you feel about what we've been talking about today.
Man, I want to get in on this because this is why I want to tap in, because the last couple of days I've been seeing a lot of Boston fans trolling us like, yeah, you this is what you wanted to see with Jrue Holiday. I'm like, first of all, he's a role player. Like you said. 2, why we get rid of him? Jimmy Butler. You put that tape on and see why. So I want to hear that. Like,
he shot himself in the head. Right.
To your point, Amber, he was brought here to be a superstar with Giannis. He's supposed to be the big 3. That's why he was here. He wasn't here to do what he's doing right now in Boston. Boston, he's like 4 or 5 just doing defense. Even he said
Alex Caruso in Boston. He ain't nothing but a black Alex Caruso in Boston right now. Tell me I'm lying. He's being used in an Alex Caruso capacity. Knock it off. Go ahead.
You get a couple of big plays, and all of a sudden, yeah, you guys messed up. I get rid of you. Like, it's more than that. I mean, Giannis scored 50 points for God's sakes in the finals. How many times we say Jrue Holiday help Giannis out? How many times we said that every game? Like, Jrue ain't doing nothing, but he gets a good defense, but we still need some points from him. And at the end of the day, they have his decision. And I understand you guys gonna troll us about it, but I'm telling you, you gonna see playoff Jrue. He cannot defend against elite talent players. Yes, they're going to give him their flowers. It's flowers. But when he go against elite talent, he's getting cooked. Who he facing really? This whole playoff series, he faced nobody.
So Cynthia just said it right here. Cynthia just said it. Shout out to Cynthia. She been in her bag today. Salute to Cynthia. Jrue was trash for us. I agree. Let's see him do what he going to do with Kyrie. Show me. Let's see. No strays. He gonna lock down Kyrie? No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'll be honest. If Kyrie didn't get hurt, we probably lost that series against the Nets a couple years ago, because Kyrie was killing them.
Yep.
Kyrie was killing them.
Brooklyn.
Against Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That I remember that he was cooking. He was cooking. Jrue.
So we gonna see.
So
Like I said, no strays. ENT, you got heart. I respect you, bro. You act like you from the north side of Milwaukee. I respect that. I definitely do respect that. But the fact still
One
remains: the Celtics are frauds. And until they
one
prove to me they can beat a real healthy team in the playoffs, they're frauds. And frauds don't win in the end. That's just what it is. Go ahead, Gibson.
one question, Mr. No Straight ENT. You like to throw a lot of little slick jobs at the Bucks, but one thing I can tell you, I done got my bottle of champagne and everything. When we start throwing J's and start blasting you, we don't want you to be in your feelings now.
They're about to
don't
lose.
give
He
what you
know it. He that's why he's trying to get his jokes out now, Gibson. He trying to get his jokes out
don't
now.
don't give what you cannot take. You and TJ, and we want TJ in this chat so I can cook him. I can cook him, I can fry him, and I can put him on the grill, season him with some sauce, and throw him over again and say, this is for what you all had all the more that you're gonna win a championship and blah blah blah. You all better realize that if you all need to win this finals, you all know that team getting breakup, right? You all need to know that. That team is they can break that team up. Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they can break because they can break that team up. Y'all better pray. Y'all don't choke.
I
It
just
ain't
saw it.
good. It ain't good. It is not good to
Appreciate you,
choke in the
Simeon.
finals.
Appreciate that comment, bro. And then I saw a disturbing comment here. Hold on. Dark Kent, please explain yourself, sir. This looks a little wild, bro. Sorry, Bucks Nation. I would cash Dame out for Klay Thompson. Klay
Oh hell no.
Thompson is washed, bro.
and you bugging, bro.
Jesus. Klay
And
Thompson is washed.
he's beyond washed.
He almost should be retiring, bro. He is a shell of himself. He is
Yep.
like when you know what he's like when Larry Holmes gets beat up Muhammad Ali. He looked so good, but then that was like Klay Thompson in the dynasty years for the Golden State Warriors, hitting all the 363 points in third quarter. Now he's Larry Holmes versus Mike Tyson. You'll see a flash of what he used to be, but he ain't got the electricity no more. He's done. He's done, bro. Klay Thompson is not. I bet you whatever contract he get, it ain't gonna be crazy because he know he's washed. He's damn. I can't. The Dave slander is kind of wild.
The Dame slander been
Man.
bad all year, man. They wanted
Klay
Dame.
Thompson for Dame.
They wanted.
I'm gonna
Dame
tell
to
you
get,
right now, the Golden State would do that in a heartbeat.
They'll do that trade heartbeat. They'll be like, oh, should we take Dame?
Yeah, they
And
would
then
do that in a heartbeat. And then Klay Thompson would be averaging 16 points a game. And then y'all would be talking crazy that he only averages 16 points a game when you know that's all he's capable of right now. You can't fall in love with what a player used to be. You gotta look at where they are right now. And where Klay Thompson is in his career right now is he need to be making arrangements for a post basketball career. If that's announcing, coming out with sneakers, dispensary, whatever he's going to be on, he needs to start making those arrangements now because he's definitely on the other end of his basketball career. I've always been a Klay Thompson fan, but it's over with. Go ahead, Gibson.
We got one question. Box Nation would like to know because before you call it early, before you put the link in the chat a little earlier, I was looking at Dalen Jones highlight. Boy, if we could get him, he's a man. That God, I like him. Boy, he's a good, solid, good little power forward, and he's strong too. I want you all to look at it, Daniel. When you have a chance, check out Dalen Jones highlights. Boy, if we could get him,
Hey, you
man,
should put
that
that
would
in
be
under the
great.
community tab. Just put it under one of the comments or put a comment so we can check it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
share the
can do
link
that.
with Bucks Nation. What up, Brandon?
Nah,
Appreciate you tapping in.
but now with what's up with Kuzma and Murray any day. I rather them two over Middleton any day. Why I say that? Let me tell you why I say that. Number one, Giannis will have a guy he could run with who he could miss games, back to back. So that'll give him a chance to catch a breather on the bench. And Kuzma got the length, the size advantage to match up with Tatum and Brown. He got the size. But Middleton, oh my goodness, when he play hole in my head, he might slip down. He might just slip down the floor. Man, he can't dunk. Horse,
There's no
please.
reason you should be 6'9" and can't dunk. That's crazy.
Horse, please. For the love of the game,
And again,
please.
I don't
Make
want people that are
room.
Bucks fans to misconstrue what we're saying and like we throwing out Middleton like he's trash or anything like that. We respect what Middleton has done for this organization. He's been around since the infancy. He's gone through all the stages to get to as far as what you need to go through to win, getting out the first round, second round, just all the growth of the Bucks until we finally won a championship. So I appreciate everything that Middleton has done for the Bucks. I even appreciate what he did in his last playoff run with the injury, playing through the injury, getting us buckets. Showing us that there still is playoff Middleton, and that's great, and I respect that. But what I can't have is our superstar playing every game and trying to go 100% and not want to take time off because he feel he's gonna let the team down because Middleton is always letting the team down as far as his availability. I'm telling you, Middleton being unavailable is why Giannis keeps getting hurt late in the season. He is pushing himself. That's why. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the No Straight super chat. Hold on 1 second, y'all. That's just the truth. Y'all might not want to hear that, but that's the truth.
Absolutely.
Our favorite op, No Strays ENT with the $4.99 super chat. Peace to the panel. Don't worry, we don't duck no smoke. Quick stats for Bucks Nation. Kyrie is 0-10 versus Boston, include 0-2 this year with a 28-point blowout. Again, you telling me about the regular season. The regular season is out the window, bro. I keep telling y'all, Peyton Manning was outstanding in the regular season. Not so much in the playoffs. He's the same guy, but the energy is turned up. The pressure is turned up. And this is a team that y'all do crack under the pressure. It ain't like y'all ain't never been to the finals before. Y'all let a senior team whoop y'all. Golden State wasn't young when they whooped y'all. That was an old team. They was on their last hurrah. You know what y'all were? You know what y'all were, what happened to y'all, and why I know y'all ain't meant to win a championship? Y'all was like Michael Moore when he went against George Foreman. There was no way that Michael Moore should have lost to George Foreman. But the old savvy vet caught him with the 1-2, put him to sleep, and put his career to sleep. Y'all about to go to sleep, Celtics. I'm telling y'all. When I be talking for real, it always happened. It always happened. No strays. There is no way the Celtics will win the finals. You can't win without being tested. That's not how it works. You can't. That's not the way it works. The universe, the chakras, all of that spiritual stuff will not allow the Celtics to win a championship. That I assure you. This man think they just go moonwalk to the finals. I see you. You think they just gonna moonwalk to the finals and then win? When has that ever happened in any portion of life? Somebody just moonwalk to the finals and then win when they had no adversity, nothing they had to go through. That doesn't make sense. That's why Celtics fans should be nervous. Everything is gone your way. At some point, something has to retract from that. You have to go through some adversity.
They don't got it.
You haven't done it yet. So where do you think the adversity is going to come in the offseason that y'all done lost again in the finals and got to figure out if y'all need to blow this team up or who y'all need to move to get over the hump? That's what's going to happen to y'all. You sitting here laughing at the Bucks, y'all going to be right behind us in a whole different bag. Wonder what do we need to who else do we need to sign to finally win a title? This man telling me about what happened in the regular season.
They're gonna be rusty. They ain't playing until next week, Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So you already know they're gonna lose the first game. You already know first game is a dub. Now, what if y'all lose the first 2 games? No strays. What if y'all get swept? How ill would that be if y'all got swept? Bro, we might do a 24-hour live if y'all get swept. I'll be going to sleep, waking up, talking crazy, going back to sleep, talking crazy. You better hope y'all don't get swept and make that an interesting series.
I will call into work just to be on live.
Oh, man, my boss wouldn't even say nothing. He'd be like, hey, man, you earned this one. Yeah, it's style on them, bro. Style on them. This one on me.
Oh,
that's on me. Style on them, bro. Stop. Oh man,
Bucks,
I'll kick y'all when y'all down. I'm not like that. Don't you will get no sympathy from me. I'm gonna kick you. I'll kick y'all back. Don't even worry about it, Celtics fan. When it happens, and it will happen, the live
Oh,
will be epic. The live will be epic.
it'll be gorgeous. It'll be
Oh,
beautiful.
I'm telling you. Brandon, tell me what you think about the possible trade people. So we was talking about Kuzma, Caruso, DeJounte Murray,
Well,
and DeJounte
I
Murray.
think, okay, I think we should get DeAndre Murray in the arc in that trade,
Oh, what up, Ken?
but also we got a lot to get rid of some people that we can get in the off season that Doc want. Because I see Jay gone, Beasley gone. I can see others go too. I think we all want to get him to move on from Chris. I think Chris Middleton been here since 8 years. I think it's time for him to hang it up. What our kid said, this is what I'm gonna say. Clay Thompson is what? He is not the same player like he used to be. He getting old up in and getting up in age.
It's not even just that though, Brandon. It's the injuries too. This man had 2 severe injuries. Like, why would you even want somebody like that anymore? You know what I'm saying? I respect Clay Thompson, what he's done, but he's not the
Right,
same guy. He'll tell you that.
He's
right.
not.
Because he, I can see we letting a lot of old players go or walk in free agents. Let the other old players that we have on this team should retire. The only player we can keep is Dave, Giannis, and our young core, and Bobby.
Bobby P. Yeah, Bobby P. But the thing is, when you want to trade people, they have to have a suitor as well. There has to be somebody else that's willing to take those players. That's the other thing that we got to take in consideration.
I think
What
I
you go ahead, Bleach Report boss. Go ahead.
I more of Middleton probably going to be the one to be traded. If that's the case, than Brook because we
I
all
don't know
know
if Brooke
Brook.
has value like that. I agree.
Yeah, Brook's just a snail at the back end of the point. It just
Agreed, Mr.
we
Cool.
we can try to trade him, but I don't think it's going to happen. And Middleton, he just not showing up. And the problem is with the coach. He needs to make sure guys don't play every minute in that
Right.
game, every game.
One
It's
second, Bleach Report boss. Jeff, who was Keldon Johnson? I don't remember us mentioning him. Who was that?
I think he played on the first.
Okay.
we look we need young
Oh,
players.
hey, this my man. He just hopped in the chat, man. Select Sense was good. He said North Side Walking stand up. Salute to my man Select Sense. If you need to get your fragrance game together, please subscribe to my man channel. He'll have you.
And
Hey
don't
man,
start
hey,
going
my
down.
fragrance game is off the chain. I'm something different right now. Salute to Select Sense. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Bleach Report, boss.
Shout out to the Southbridge Mall finally getting put down finally. All those years eyesore, so shout out to them.
All right.
Um, yeah, but I just think young players and I just like you just said, Middleton's been hurt and make Giannis play all these minutes, and even after we lost, Giannis felt like it was his fault that he get to come back and play. But I was like, no, ain't the problem. The problem is you play too many minutes in the regular season.
Correct. That was
So,
one thing Bud was good at was minutes management.
and I mean, Doc need to really save his minutes because if he don't do it this time, I'd be like, look, if I was GM, I'm be like, look, I have to tell him, look, you cannot have Giannis playing 40 minutes a game. You got to limit some minutes. You got to play these young guys because we need it for playoffs. So I don't think the problem is now next year. Like I told Amber this a couple lives ago. Giannis probably play the full 82 games, or he's not going to be required this because they're going to have to rest him. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. They're going to have to take him and tell him you got to rest because we need him for the playoffs. Because don't give me proxy on you guys, man. Because that's pretty much what I'm telling you. He's gonna have to play some less minutes because you need him for the playoffs. Because we don't have him, and then Dame. You need chemistry. Yeah, I understand chemistry, but that's the off season for. You need all. This was the off season for. You need
Right.
off season to have. They need to get these young players up and going because, like I said, the way Giannis went down, you thought he tore his Achilles the way he did. So it just, don't mess around.
Oh, shout out.
Don't here, and then Doc needs to really get his head out of his ass and just start coaching his team and stop opening his mouth every time.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
something.
thing. Yeah, he talked too much. He like Bill Haney, like Devin Haney pops.
I know
If y'all watch boxing, he talk way too much.
he talk way too much. I don't care what you guys say. I don't know what you guys say. You know why you're here. You like I'm Marshawn Lynch. You know why I'm here. You know why we doing what we doing here. We don't got nothing to talk about. Just do what you gotta do. Get the job done. But he'll be gone. Like we will get rid. He'll be gone if he ain't trying to win. So he knows his last chance. This is his last. This is his last chance to do something. Otherwise, he's gonna be gone. And he
Mr. Cool said he would trade Middleton for Keldon Johnson. I gotta do some research on this dude. Mr. Cool don't even talk like that. Wow.
Talking about.
Yeah, I gotta find out who you talking about, bro. Mr. Cool, I am in shock that you would trade one of the seniors on this team. I'm in shock. Go ahead, Gibson.
Keldon Johnson was played for the San Antonio Spurs. He was played for the Spurs.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
He's played for. Boy, he's a crafty little god. Boy, he's a crafty little god. He is played for the Spurs. That's what we talking about. Nah, Amber, I agree with what Brandon said. What Danny said. The problem is they need to get ownership to sit down with this stubborn coach and show him clips and say, "You idiot! Look how other coaches are using their young guys, and you have our young guys rotting on this bench, ain't doing nothing." Man, come on, man. Sometimes basketball is not rocket science, it's common sense and logic. All you have to do, put in the young guys to play. You cannot be playing these old legs. Crowder, Connaughton would be on this team, would cannot get off for some type of reason, would glue to this organization, some type of ties he have on the GM or something. He cannot go. I don't understand what is going on.
That's why I don't even bring up Pat Connaughton anymore. I know he got a black book on some people and he ain't going nowhere. That's why I don't even bring him. Do you notice I don't even mention Pat Connaughton no more? I've come to grips with the actual truth of the situation. Pat Connaughton will retire a Buck. For real, that's just how I feel if he doesn't get traded this offseason for his performance the last 2 years, he'll never be traded. He'll never be traded. He will retire a Buck. They'll try to put his scrub self into the Bucks honor or ring of honor or something like that. He might talk his way into something like that. I mean, y'all really talking heavy. Hey, y'all, if y'all could share some links in the chat or in the community tab, Keldon Johnson, some highlights or something. I want to check it out. Y'all are speaking very highly of this dude. Shout out to Mr. Washington, represents 6 and Capital. Salute.
I have a question right now. He was the guy. When you remember when San Antonio played the Phoenix Sun, he was the guy who would block Kevin Durant. That was the little guy right there who took the ball up Durant's hand and hit the corner three.
I remember that highlight, but I've never really watched him play.
He was the little guy who took the ball from Kevin Durant and then he took that corner three in the corner and right in Kevin Durant's face. Boy, he's a good little guard. He's a very crafty little guard. I know what Mr. Cool talking
about. Okay.
Are they going to trade him away though? Are they even going to trade him away? Like, is he
I don't know, but y'all. I mean, they're speaking highly of him in the chat. They're speaking very highly.
Boss need to be on the phone now making calls. He need
This
to
dude
take
must be
this.
electrifying. If Mr. Cool said he would trade one of the seniors for him, he must be
Yeah,
good.
he's only
And for a
24 years.
young man, so you would trade one of the seniors for a young dude? Hey, that must mean he
Also,
cold. If Mr. Cool is trading an elderly person for a young person, he got to be cold. He got to be cold. That's against Mr. Cool whole spiel. I feel a way. I don't know about this dude.
I'll look at some
so
film
so
tonight.
so so Amber, next season we don't need to see Lopez not on this team.
Fair,
Middleton
dark
need to
skin.
be gone. Jay Crowder, we know Jay Crowder is out the door. Beasley is
Well,
out the door. We need to see my prediction for the 2025 off season, no, start season is will be. I need to see Andre Jackson Jr. in the starting lineup.
I'm
We
with
need to
that.
see Andre
I think
Jackson Jr. need to be in the starting lineup. Doc, I don't know where you is if you're watching this podcast. We need you to get rid of that drop coverage foolishness. That
Yeah,
needs to go.
that is a terrible scheme.
I
Yeah.
hate
Get
he
that.
don't
that skill
Yeah, I hate
there.
that.
blame
I
But
blame
you
have.
that.
know where the drop coverage, it protects unathletic people. That's the
Mm-hmm.
point of the drop coverage. Just so y'all know.
Need to get Mura. Mura. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, that coverage is bad because once Griff try to make them do that, and then Lopez like, man, we got to do about drop coverage. I'm like, you can't cover if you was doing the drop coverage. So what's there? You could drop
One thing I want to point out is how these unathletic bigs are getting treated in the playoffs. I would like to point out Rudy Gobert is being hunted in the pick and roll
Yep.
due to lack of being able to lack
that
of lateral movement. Brooke Lopez hunted in the pick and roll due to lack of lateral
Yep.
movement. Even Jokic, they look for him in the pick and roll because he can't move like that. So, Mr. Cool, what I'm
Hunter.
saying is that the old big clunky 7-footers, that time is done, bro. It is more of a young, undersized center league where people that can move and shoot the three, but you have to be able to move. We have too many people that seem like their feet are stuck in molasses. We can't even when it's a loose ball, our players look like they struggling to even bend over to try to attempt to get the loose ball. It's a slow, like they transforming like a transform like Optimus Prime, like to try to go down and make a play. Like that's crazy. We gotta get younger. Them cats be trying to go down. You be hearing all types of noise. Like, come on, man. We gotta. If we can get Middleton out of there, we gotta. You gotta take a chance sometime, y'all. You gotta take a chance sometime. You can't just keep doing the same thing thinking it's gonna yield different results. That is the definition of insanity. What we've done since we won a championship hasn't worked. We tried with the trade with Jrue. That was a step in the right direction. Now we got to get rid of Middleton
I
or
agree.
Brooke or Brooke. I don't know
Totally,
if we get rid of both,
totally.
but one or the other has to go. Has to go.
one of them gotta
I
go.
I I totally agree. And I signed a petition for that. I sign and seal on that. They have to go. We need to get more younger. Cause
All
see, when
right.
you take a look at it, the series against Indiana, it opened everybody eyes to see that we were the slower team. We
Yeah,
were the
even Doc
slower
had to
team.
admit that. Even Doc, that's a great point, Gibson. Even Doc admitted that. That's the first thing he said. One of the first things he said, we need to get more athletic.
And we Middleton.
Paul
I
George
just
is too
get scared
old.
when he.
Whoa.
I get scared when he bringing up the ball. When he bringing up the ball, when he dribbling up the ball, he turning the ball over. Oh no! We appreciate what you did for the city. We thank you for your services here, but your time has come to end. Chris Livingston or Marjan Beauchamp need to slide into that spot for those guys them to grow. In
Right.
order for the team to see those players' success, they have to have the opportunity
To the grow.
presented for them to shine. That's the only way we are going to know that hey, our players was good all this time because we are not giving them the chance to shine when the light is bright on them. Horse, dog, you have to do it for the team. Don't do it for me. Do it for the city of Do it for the city of Wisconsin.
Oh,
Do it for the
salute to my
city.
man
For the
Gibson.
city.
Yes, sir. Uh, Tony Jackson,
Show the
just to
city.
address what you
Show
were
the city.
saying, yes, they won Defensive Player of the Year. That doesn't mean you can't be taken advantage of against a faster team. And what I'm saying is Minnesota has run into a team that is fast and also young, right? So they have athletic wings that some of them can create their own shot, which causes a dilemma for Rudy Gobert because he wants to stay in the paint. He's effective like how Brook is effective. He's a younger version of Brook that can't shoot a three. He wants to stay in the paint and block shots, but if you drag him out to the perimeter, he's very average. When you bring him out to
Yep.
the perimeter, he's very average. Same with Jokic on defense. You bring him to the perimeter, he's very average. You bring Brook
Yep.
Lopez to the perimeter, he's very average. That's why they get taken advantage of in certain lineups. That's what I'm talking
Yep.
about. That's why in certain matchups or certain series that you've seen, Brook Lopez was unplayable due to the lack of mobility on defense. Bobby
I
Portis has
agree.
been unavailable in certain games against certain lineups because of his lack of mobility. So that's what I'm saying. We need to be an agile team. Y'all hear that at work? We need to be agile. That's a new buzzword at work. I'm sure y'all hear that a lot. We need to be an agile workforce and all that. We need to be an agile team. That's why we need to get rid of Brook. We
One
need to be
more.
more agile. Go
One
ahead,
more. I would.
Gibson.
We like to let Brandon speak.
Uh,
We need to go and put fear in teams coming into next season to show them that we are still the best team in the East. In order for the Bucks to do that, number one,
agreed,
role
Stacy.
players Role players have to know their role. Number two, the superstars have to be on the same level to say, hey, we cannot allow the whole NBA to have us as a lacking stock. Next season, we want to come into the new season, number one, focus, motivated, and ready to make a statement. We sending a clear message to Indiana, Boston, whatever team getting our way. We showing them we come to send a message to let them know that we was out of the playoff these two consecutive year. It was by injuries and inconsistency and players not helping. We are back to show Boston that we could go neck and neck with them to say that we are the dark horse of the East, right? We are the dark horse of the East. So that's all I gotta say. So I waiting to see what the GM could do. I went with the draft. My eyes is on John Horse and Amber. Please, when this draft go down, we need you to do a live whether we see we
Absolutely.
like this player or not, so
Yeah,
we
oh,
could see
absolutely. We're
whether
definitely
he
going live after the draft. But without further ado,
so
Brandon, how you feel about everything? Then I'm gonna get back in the chat.
It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure on Howard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of talk. Because we cannot, after this season, after this offseason, whoever we don't get in the draft, we need to have something to talk
And
about into in the draft.
mm-hmm.
Not to tell you to sign all these old players no more.
Yeah, I
We
think
have,
that's out the door. Yeah, I don't. I think that'll be banned. Yeah.
I got to, first of all, we cannot win back. No way. That's dead. We cannot win back.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
mm,
That's how, secondly, if you want to keep our young players, that means AJ, Nicholson, Wallen, High Callaway, AJ Green, Marjan, they need to, I think they need to make a lot of changes in the Bucks roster because they're not draft a big man to back up Brook Lopez or replace Brook Lopez. John Lord, this is your last job. This is your last coaching job. I mean, GM job.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do something in the draft, we are on your neck. Especially when we are Dame Helmet. This is, you're going to get the blood treatment. You're going to be right along the side butt. If you get this, if you don't fit this mess,
He'll be fired. That's why they didn't want to let him go. They if he don't fix, he'll get fired. They'll stain him. But I think Horst understands that though, Brandon. I think he gonna do what he need to do to make this thing shake. I honestly believe that he has no choice. His career's on the line at this point. So we definitely gonna see. But finish your last couple words there, Brandon. My bad.
it's all good. Also, we don't need none of the old players no more. We need some veteran and a lot of you.
Agreed. Well said, Brandon. Well said. I agree with you.
Hello, we don't need.
We don't gotta worry about none of them. They ain't even under contract. Yeah, they not even under contract. We ain't gotta worry. They gone. Yeah, so I appreciate that, Brandon. Salute to Brandon.
No problem.
Gibson, can you go ahead and give us the battle cry for the chat, sir?
Love, respect, and blessings to Bucks Nation. May the grace of God keep this team and this podcast blessed at all times, so we
There
can
we go.
continue
All
getting
right.
beautiful content at all times on this page. Salute to everybody and salute to Bucks
Appreciate you.
Nation.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Bleach Report Ball. Gibson from the Bahamas. We got my man Brandon King Carter. Holler at y'all the next live in a few days, y'all. All right, y'all.
Salute.
There go the team right there. Let's get into the chat real quick before I get up out of here. Y'all know it's time for Doggy Daycare to kick in. Oh, my man Rigo made it in the chat. What's good? Rigo said none of this matters because I put $5K bet on Giannis missing the playoffs next season. My eyes are really good. In the words of the great actor Jean-Claude Van Damme, wrong bet. If you don't know that movie, I'm ashamed of you. We got my man back in the super chat before we get up out of here. Oh, B-Shack, I see you. Let me get to you too, bro. I see you. No Strays ENT. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Our favorite op. Quick question for the panel. Will the Celtics get their credit when they beat the Mavs, or will that also not count? Y'all not beating the Mavs. Why are you talking about something that's not going to happen? Salute, D-Goods. What's good? Appreciate you tapping in. My man B-Shack, has been a minute. What's good, sir? Salute. Down there in Florida, a.k.a. Miami. I see no Pat Connaughton type players getting any run in the play. Facts. The only thing that is even close, and I'm disrespecting this player, is T.J. McConnell. But T.J. McConnell got way more game than Pat C. I've earned respect for T.J. McConnell in this postseason run. Mr. Cool said Andre Jackson and AJ Green know how to play. Facts. I agree. Stacy said, Mr. Cool, that's not true. Besides, we have other low IQ players. Cough, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby definitely low IQ. Tony Jackson said, draft Zach Edey. He knows his role and check him out in the comment. He looked good. Like, we're not against him, but we just like Kel Ware. We think he has more athleticism. B-Shack said, I'm watching athletic defensive players in these playoffs who are effective. I think we have one, and Andre Jackson, we just need to go all in on him. Fact. Yeah, let him learn on the job. Throw him in the fire. That's what happened to me in real life in a job. Just throw me in the fire. I had to figure it out. But I was better for it in the long run. Yeah, let's throw him in there. Let's see what happened. Ha! King Tim said, this year I don't want to see Bobby taking 100 dribbles to turn around and shoot and miss. He needs to develop his IQ and learn when to pass. Well said, King Temp. Well said. JT was good. Sadly, the only players that we can trade are Dame and Portis and the 3 rookies. Why can't we trade Brook or Middleton? JT, is there something you know that we don't know? Mr. Cool goes all in on Beauchamp, says Beauchamp has the worst basketball IQ in the Eastern Conference. Jesus. All right. I don't, he don't play enough for us to know that. I want to give him some time. B Shack said Marjan does not have any specific skill at this that this team really needs. His athleticism is only better than average, and the bottom line is his basketball IQ is way too low for a championship level team. Damn, y'all done buried my man, Beauchamp. So what they're saying is Beauchamp is up for trades. All right, y'all, we gonna see what happens. Stacy said, I respectfully disagree, Mr. Cool. Check out the highlights from his past season. He had plenty of bright spots. That's valid too. JT said those are players wanted by other teams. That's fair. Damn, you saying nobody want Middleton and Lopez and we just gave them a bag. That's unfortunate, JT. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition, where we just got done having a great discussion about the Milwaukee Bucks offseason and possible trade targets and how those trade targets could impact this team. As more Bucks news arise, we'll obviously be going live to discuss that news. We'll initially talk about it in the community tab, and depending on how the conversation go, we'll go live and continue that conversation as we did today. I thought it was a lot of good comments in the community tab regarding this topic, and there was even more great communication in here as well today. So this was an awesome conversation, y'all. I really enjoyed it today. Well, some of y'all went a little too far on some players, but that's what we here for, the extra. So again, y'all, we're gonna be covering the finals as well. We'll be going live in the finals, and we'll be friends and family is going to broaden their spectrum a little bit to talk about a little bit more than Bucks, so we can kind of grow the channel. So just be prepared for that. You know, there's still Bucks Nation all day, even in my thumbnails. I don't care what I'm talking about. You're going to see Bucks gear on or some Wisconsin gear, because it's like that. I don't care what we talking about. It's still Bucks Nation, Packer Nation, Go Pack Go, and all that fly stuff. And shout out to the Brewers as well. So appreciate y'all continued support even in the off season. I really appreciate y'all tapping in and enjoying it. Even the ops, I appreciate y'all consistency and talking crazy. It definitely brings entertainment to the pod. And once again, I want to salute to the best podcast chat on the internet. I'm gonna stop disrespecting y'all and just saying YouTube. I'm gonna say on the internet, some of the intellectual conversations and things that are brought up here are top notch. Not even the mainstream media has some of the context and understanding that we do here. That's why I always salute y'all. And again, it will continue to be your number one source for Bucks news. For friends and family, we gonna broaden our scope. We gonna try to take over this whole thing. We going for it all, y'all. We gonna try to take over. That's the plan going into next season, is a full takeover. We on some Tony Montana stuff. We want the world and everything in it. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content. Gone.